Tuesday, May 8th, 2018. The world was shocked by a massive collab between the most ambitious superhero movie, Avengers Infinity War, and the biggest game at the time, Fortnite. This was the first collaboration Fortnite ever did, and to celebrate it, they added Thanos, the main villain of Infinity War, into the game. The reception of this collab was overwhelmingly positive. People loved being able to play as Thanos, and it left a great impression on players. Thursday, April 25th, 2019. To coincide with, for the second time, the most ambitious superhero movie, wrapping up an 11-year story of movies, Avengers Endgame, Fortnite collabed once again with Marvel to release a mode where you would be on either Team Avengers or Team Thanos. If you were on Team Avengers, you would have to eliminate 150 Chitauri to stop their respawn, then kill everyone who's left to win the game. And if you were on Thanos' army, you would need to collect every stone and eliminate everyone on the opposing team to win. Also, if you were on this team, the first to get a stone would become Thanos, and then after Thanos died, randomly people would be selected to become him. Each of the stones had different powers that they gave. The Reality Stone doubled health and shield. The Soul Stone gave Siphon. The Mind Stone doubled the jump height. The Space Stone increased the area of effect for the ground pound and multiplied the damage of it by 6. The Time Stone added knockback to each hit and 3 times damage. And the Power Stone gave the laser 6 times damage. To help them fight Thanos, the heroes had 4 different weapons they could use: Stormbreaker, Hawkeye's bow, Captain America's shield, and Iron Man's repulsors. This was also shortly after I started playing Fortnite, so I remember playing this and it being the cause of my first all-nighter I've ever pulled. This mode also came out to mass appeal, and speaking from personal experience, is probably one of the most fun LTMs I've ever played from Fortnite. Fast forward 7 years to this year, Friday, April 3rd, 2026, Fortnite OG Season 8 came back to the game, and Fortnite announced that they are bringing back the endgame LTM, but changing it up a little bit. The stones were unchanged, but they did add more hero weapons to the loot pool that they added during the Doom season. The new weapons that they added were the Shuri Claws, the War Machine Arsenal, and they updated the Iron Man stuff. When I heard about this, I thought I would have so much fun playing it again, but when I was playing it, I couldn't help but be disappointed. I have 2 things that if they changed it, the whole thing would feel 10 times better. The first problem with this new mode is the added weapons. You might think adding weapons could not affect the enjoyability of a mode that much, but I would invite you to just play against the War Machine Arsenal. I know you can't because it's not in the game right now, but if you've ever played against it, you know what I mean. It was literally the worst part of the Doom season, and they added it to this mode, making some of the gameplay unbearable to me. Also, the changes to the Iron Man repulsors were bad back in the Doom season when they changed it, and they could have remedied it by reverting it back to the originals just for this LTM, but they did not. The only new weapon I didn't have a problem with was the claws, but it didn't really add much, so I'd rather get rid of all the new weapons and go back to the originals. Man, I kind of sound like an OG supremacist saying that I like OG better. The second problem is very small, but I think it had a great effect on how unenjoyable this new mode was, and that was that it had no soul. What do I mean by the LTM had no soul? Well, it might be difficult to explain, but I'm going to try. Before I get into that, if you played the re-release, please tell me if you felt the soullessness too, or if it was just me. Anyways, let's not get sidetracked and let's get to the point. The lack of soul in this mode came almost entirely from the win-loss screen. Firstly, the OG mode itself has had a more soulless Victory Royale screen since they haven't updated it when it usually got updated. So it still has the very OG one, which I don't really like. Secondly, back in 2019, the mode had 4 different screens you could see depending on if you were on Team Avengers or Team Thanos, and if you won or lost the game. In the new mode, you either get a Victory Royale sign or a second place image. This change removed so much soul from this mode, and it made Fortnite look like they put no effort into it, and they just thought people would be blinded by nostalgia and overlook their lack of effort. This really sucks because it's a really simple change, but they couldn't even put the minimal effort to add so much more soul into the game. While no one loved the mode because of these win screens and loss screens, they added so much into it. And when they mess up the core mode and fail to include these little extras, it really makes you question what happened to Fortnite. They used to be the gold standard for collabs, but now they're putting out slop collaboration after slop collaboration. I don't like talking bad about people, games, shows, or movies since I don't like to put negativity out there, but sometimes you just need to talk about it and hope your complaints can help fix the problems. I was originally going to talk about my games for this video, but I didn't get that many games, so this video is pretty different from my normal stuff, and I hope it turns out good. If you're still watching, let me know how I did, and please leave a like on this video and subscribe to help me get to my goal of 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for watching.